بینندگان گرامی تلویزیون کاروان سلام. خوشحال هستم که دوباره در خدمت شما دوستا قرار دارم. امیدوار هستم که شما دوستا سلامت باشین و هفته گذشته را به راحتی سپری کردین. با این امیدواری برنامه امروز خود آغاز میکنیم. دوستای گرامی، امروز دینا جان صافی مهمان ما هستند. Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us, دینا جان.
تشکر بسیار زیاد مریم جان. سلام برسد برای همه بینندگان کاروان تیوی. تشکر از شما، تشکر از حبیب جان، تشکر از کاروان تیوی که مورد اینجا هستیم.
خواهش میکنم. خوشحال هستم که شما you're so busy, made time for us, so we're grateful and thank you very much. ما با وجودی که بایو شما را کمک اینو مطالعه کردیم، اگر لطفا شما راجع به خود کمک به ما معلومات بدیم it would be lovely.
تشکر مریم جان. ما در کانادا قریب 16 سال است که هستم. پیش از او در هندوستان بودم و پیش از او در افغانستان. قریب 10 سال بودم که از افغانستان برآمدم. so امو وقت یکان جنگا و چیزا که شروع شده بود، در یادم است در خوردی چیزا رو دیده بودم. همیشه امروی همین ما و یادم میمانه وقتی که او چیزا رو اکسپریانس کنه آدم. و currently در ونکوور زندگی میکنم. پروفشنال بکگراندم در می فیلد، من خودم هیر و میکاپ آرتیست هستم که فریلنس بزنس دارم از بسیاری سالا میشه. موبایل بزنس است. بسیاری آرتیستا رو مینلی جور میکنم و فشن ورک، فیلم ورک دیگه چیزام میکنم و در فیلد کانسلینگ و کوچینگ هم اکتیو هستم که در رودز ویلنس کالج در ونکوور کانسلینگ سکول است که در اونجا رفته بودم و also clinical hypnotherapist هستم و all these things
very
keep
interesting.
me busy and
very interesting. Wow.
Interesting, yeah, valeo. My days are quite interesting. Ma kete mental health, developmental disability. Feeling jak zar karam بسیار diverse است. So
I would say so.
I don't get bored.
I would say so. I would say so. well, تشکر یک جان. با وجودی که شما قدر بیزی هستین با ما وقت اینو کشیدین و اینجا تشریف آوردین. Thank you so much.
همین ما در این ملک بیزی هستیم. بسیار زیاد تشکر.
خواهش میکنم. و دیانا جان، شما you talk about clinical hypnotherapy.
بله.
Is that right? Okay, I got it. Great. یکم که میتونین به ما معلومات بدین که راجع بهش چه قسم است؟
بله، clinical hypnotherapy
فیلم ورخه نیست. TikTok and you're gone.
It's actually not. That's the thing. بسیار مردم they feel دو قدر بپرش نمیفهمن و چیزی که میفهمن او چیزا
So I'm not alone.
The stage hypnosis and stuff. That's for film. That's not really real. Clinical work که ما میکنیم it's very effective. Hypnosis, like it's a state of trance, about 3 to 5 seconds before sleep.
Okay.
و یک state است که it's a very deeply relaxed state where all your guards are down, where your subconscious is really alive. Okay. So you're actually in a heightened state of awareness.
Meditating?
It is a form of deep meditation.
Got
yes.
It. Okay,
it's
now I got it.
It's a form of deep meditation, but the clinical hypnotherapy part is very active. So the client is very active in the process.
Okay.
So وقتی که therapy چیزا میکنیم, it's very effective because it's directly dealing with the subconscious mind, as as we know, a lot of the ways that we live our life or we do things, actually decisions we make or the fears, phobias we have, it all comes like we act based on our subconscious mind.
Okay.
So I can go on about this for hours. We can do a full show on that.
It's quite interesting, actually.
I guess interested in the field. For sure, I'm very happy to come back and
talk about it. Okay.
And a bunch of other things.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, Paleo.
And The second thing I wanted to kind of ask you, that because you're so busy, you know, it's very interesting to me که آدم با وجودی که چقدر در کانادا مصروف می باشه. It's very difficult to continue having an Afghan culture and what does it mean to be an Afghan Canadian. That's very important to me because lack of identity, loss of identity could result in many other, you know, serious other issues.
Absolutely.
I would say, losing oneself. So when you're doing all these, you know, these being a therapist and being a counselor and being a fashion, you know, art and creative person.
It's a very big part of my life, creativity. So
how do you juggle all that stuff?
Well, you just have to find balance, right? I don't do it all at the same time. I personally don't do it all at the same time. I have my days when I'm working with certain things, or I have my days when I'm serving my clients or doing bridal work. I have my days when I'm, you know, totally not doing anything the entire day. You know, that's very important for me. That's how I renew myself. Because when you're giving out so much energy out to people, you really need to take time to re-energize yourself. And that's truly, for me, it comes from spending time alone, from spending time with myself, from just gathering my thoughts, you know, and exercise, meditation, yoga.
That's wonderful.
Different stuff. So that's, and like you touched on a very important topic there, babari self-identity, which is a lot of our youth are sort of lost, and you know, and a lot of our girls, that's just my opinion, they recently chakadar kesai community ma demi our boys being involved in drug dealing, or you know, the focus, you know, we're losing our youth, so we need to you know, like help them. We need to empower our youth, our women, our girls, to bring them together and to find their inner strength, inner focus, which is not in these things, you know. If they take the time, if we help them to take the time to get to know themselves, you know, then that way they can serve the community, they can be better human beings in general. Right?
Thank you for that. Yes, and I think to me, you are, you know, an inspiration, and you are. You took time to go through schooling and put yourself where you are at. شما مثل که مثلا چقدر وقت شما در بر گرفت که شما become a counselor? How do you get that?
Like my path wasn't easy. Education in the Sun, I went to University of Delhi. I did my bachelor's in literature. I mean, exam makadodam, then we moved to Canada. But danger kamadam, obviously none of your education is valid here.
I think we all
you have to start all over again. So it was a really, you know, it took me a while. It hurts a lot. You have all this education, you come here and, you know, you're nobody. But again, like, you know, education it'll never go wasted. Absolutely. That's why, you know, our Beacon of Hope project, which we're going to talk about,
of course,
our focus on building our girls' school and you know, the empowerment and education of women is really, personally, I feel, is the only thing that is going to change not only our community, not only Afghanistan, it will change the world. The help, you know, our women, education and empowerment of women and women in politics, you know, around the world is actually going to change the world. And personally, focusing back to Afghanistan, you know, sending girls to school is going to shift our entire country.
We would like to talk about that, definitely. Absolutely. I think we need the whole segment to talk about, so we're going to take a short break, and then after we come back we will continue chatting.
So much to talk about.
Yes, stay with us, please. دوستای گرامی، تشکر که شما همراه ما تا به حال هستین. دینا جان تشکر یک جهان. میبخشین که من گپتان از شما گرفتم، گپتان با گل بدل شوه. و دوباره سوال می بود که شما چه قسم ایژوکیشنتان گرفتین اینجا کاملا، چه قسم به تحصیلاتتان ادامه دادین و چه قسم به کانسلینگ، فعلا شما کانسلر هستین؟
بله.
چه قسم اینا رو گرفتین؟ کسایی که علاقه‌مند هستن میخوان که کانسلر یا چیز شون، خدا کنه کی برشان کمک کنه.
بله. ما like I said وقتی که اینجا آمدم قسم شما رو گفتم I had to get Canadian experience, right? So هر کار چیزا که پیش آمد کردم, no job is too small or too big according to me. وقتی که you have to work hard, I think, and yes, work smart but work hard. So the retail or the restaurant کارا و چیزا, like I started just doing a lot of different jobs. But the zoo, I went to makeup school Blanche McDonald Vancouver, بسیار مکتب برای میکاپ و هیر چیزهای مشهور است. در اونجا که رفتم با دزو بسیار یک مکتب خوب بود و چند بسیار سالهای پیش با دزو بزنس خود شروع کردم که نامش کسک تور اند بیوتی است. در فیلد فریلنس انوزم فریلنس کار میکنم and even then it wasn't fulfilling enough for me. just بخاطر که من اینقدر women اینقدر mainly obviously makeup آدم به زنا که میکنن I came across a lot of women and doesn't matter که چقدر یگان وقت خودم روی خدا و موی خدا مقبول بسازه but inside if you're hurting right. There's so I really felt the need that there is a need. There's a need for women to really feel better about themselves on the inside. Doesn't matter how pretty they look on the outside. They have to be empowered inside in order to feel good.
What was that for you? Like that inside, when you're talking about the inside, was that schooling? I assume that what you're referring to schooling?
That's when I actually, and for me, I was going through that stage too. I had to really get to know myself and have a deeper relationship with myself, and that's what I really encourage our women to really cultivate a very deep relationship with themselves. So that's when I started to explore, and then I went to Rhodes Wellness College, which is a counseling and coaching and alternative therapies.
How long did it take to get
I went for 2 years, full program, and then continually I kept doing courses and other stuff. And after that, then I went and did my clinical hypnotherapy program.
So I understand. بخاطر از اینکه کانادا یک when you talk about meditation, right? شاید the community ما یکم فرق کنه as Canada is just multicultural, right? So مذهبای different as background مردم different as and فرق میکنه.
Absolutely.
این حالا شما چه قسم خودتون personally
meditation for me is a process of self-renewal. Meditation could be completely being lost in music. That's a form of meditation. Meditation ما که نماز میخوانیم completely present که باشیم در نماز ما, not just ما که سوره خدا بخوانیم و فکر ما دیگه طرف باشه, سجده خدا کنیم, یاد ما بره که ما یک دفعه سجده کنیم, 2 دفعه کنیم. That's to me, وقتی که fully present باشی, that's really meditation for me. وقتی که در آدم نماز خدا بخونه یا که دعای خدا بکنه, that's basically so for me meditation is definitely a process of combination of creative work, namaz, sitting in silence,
the 4 pillars of health.
Absolutely. Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. So
تشکر یک جان. تشکر. امروی بیکن آف هوپ شما همکاری میکنین؟
بله.
چرا بیکن آف هوپ؟
بیکن آف هوپ یک ارگانیزیشن است که ما خودم از starting off the ground involved بودیم.
بله.
ما خودم چند سال پیش امو سالایی که ما این ارگانیزیشن استارت کردیم افغانستان رفته بودم بعد از بسیار سالا که بسیار سخت تمام شد برم. که افغانستان شکسته و ریخته خدا و اشتکای خرد که یک دست ندارن یک پای ندارن. It's very disturbing, right? قسمه که شما میفهمید, قسمه که کسانی که رفتن و دیدن. پس که آمدم بسیار I went through depression almost. It was very hard.
So it was
for
traumatizing.
It was very traumatizing. It was very hard for me to get back into my normal life and just go on like nothing happened. It's a very life-changing process.
It is.
ما همیشه youth جوانای خودم میگم که travel is the best experience to learn about life. برین ببینین، برین افغانستان, volunteer, help out, that's the real education, a real experience of life که آدم یاد میگیره. تنها افغانستان نه، دیگه جایم لیکن بله involvement ما بعد از که پس آمدم امی organization استارت کردیم و I'm directly in it, so من میفهمم که ما چقدر کمک کردیم و چقدر کار خوب است. So and we all know each other and it's a very trusted organization.
I think امروز که از هفته گذشته امروز عمر جان ما صحبت کردیم راجع به مکتبی که باز میشه.
بله.
به طبقه اوناس. حالا ایده بخیالم بهترین پروژکت است.
بله، پروژکت کلانترین ماست.
بله، راجع به اون یک کمک میخواستم براتون صحبت کنم بعد از یک وقفه کوتاه. دوستای گرامی دوباره به خدمت شما خواهد برگشتیم. تشکر. بینندگان گرامی تشکر که شما همراه ما هستین. دینا جان تشکر یک جهان.
تشکر از شما مریم جان.
خواهش میکنم. پیش از اینکه در وقفه برین ما قسمی که براتون میگفتم ما راجع به می you're opening up a school for طبقه اوناس in افغانستان. So is it in the progress or
yes قسمی که شما میفهمین فروزان جان و عمر جان در شوی شما آمده بودن گپ زده بودن به این باره ما همیال در پروسس هستیم این مکتب که ما آغاز میکنیم the Beacon of Hope History کلانترین پروژکت ماست and it's a very exciting at the same time exciting and we're a little bit nervous and we have big hopes and dreams for this for this school.
That's wonderful.
It's a very close to our heart project.
Say so.
And so we're really hoping for support because my project be support the community های دیگه be support افغانای خود ما execute کردن نمیتونیم.
بله.
It's
بله.
we need the funds. ما کل homework چیزای خود کردیم. We have all the clearances. Ministry of Education curriculum امو سکولم provide میکنه و قسمت که شما میفهمین قریب $75,000.
بله. و کار است. و شما در ایونت که میاد تاریخ
31 می
31 می خدا کنه که بسیاری دوستای ما اینو تشریف بیارن اونجا و سپورت کنن شما را.
همیشه دوستای ما سپورترای ما آمدن لیکن ما این سال really friends تونه بیارین family تونه بیارین in-laws تونه بیارین kids تونه بیارین colleague our neighbors تونه بیارین please
I'm sure that
yes,
who can say no to that pretty face, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Hopefully that it turns out to be a great event, and I really think the project that you're doing, it's not about it's about school and girls going to school. For short term, maybe yes, just about education, but it's not only I think this education it will cause a chain reaction.
Absolutely.
For the long run. در افغانستان ما که میبینیم بعد از صنف 12 بسیاری از طبقه اوناس در خانه میمونن و شوهر میکنن صاحب اولاد میشن بسیاری میگه چی فایده مکتب دختر است خیره ورسی میکنه برای چی فایده.
Absolutely.
درست است منتها فایدهش اینی است یک مادر که تحصیل داشته باشه اقلا تو صنف 12 اقلا خانه باشه خوانده بتونه اقلا خیر شهر خود فهمیده میتونه دست راست چپ خود فهمیده میتونه. درست است که در افغانستان کلگی از پشت پدر میرنی و ولد کیستی منتها بسیار وقت خود طفلا همراه مادر سپری میکنه و اگر مادری که بتونه مثلا طفل خود راه چهار نشان بده و خوب و بد نشان بده، با وجودی که خانم همیشه در خانه هم میباشه، اونمو آینده افغانستان آباد میکنن. They're the future of Afghanistan. So I think you guys are doing a great job, and I hope and I pray that all your hopes and dreams and wish comes true.
تشکر. یک wish ما نیست. You know, we're giving hope to the hundreds of little girls in Afghanistan. افغانستان 40% دخترها، تنها 40% دخترها مکتب میرن. You know, there's a huge gap که بچه‌ها مکتب میرن و دخترها مکتب نمیرن. There's a huge gap. You know, that's what's going to change our society.
It will
the
change.
Foundation.
Yes.
Our, you know, empowerment of our women, of our girls through education is the future of our country. You know,
they are, and you know, we have to remember that, not to undermine what you're saying, just adding to that, that change comes very slowly and over a period of time.
Painfully slowly for our country, for sure.
So I not even there. And I mean, around the world, if you take a look
Absolutely.
at, you know, the Saleh Nuzda Bistano, I think that was the person's case, you know, که خانم ها در اینجا you know, the person become a person.
Absolutely.
حتی باید انگلند میرفتن تا خود دیکلیر کنن که پرسن هستن، انتیتی خود هستن، یک انسان هستن. وقت در بر میگیره تا در یو اس تا چی وقت به خیالم میتوزه که بین قرن 19 چی بود که 95 چی وقت بود که اونا ووت خود گرفتن. I'm not sure, but I don't think در سر قرن you know 20 اونا ووت کردن. در بین قرن 20 بود به خیالم که خانم‌ها آیستا ووت گرفتن و you know the suffragette and they came and they pushed and feminism came in 1950s.
I totally agree, Mariam John. Change takes time. I agree, but I think our people have paid the dues, you know. زنای ما، خانمای ما، اولادای ما، اشتکای ما, you know, it's time. We need to do something about it.
Yes.
You know.
So what do you think of our community here? Kids, youth here, what do you think of, why do you think youths are not so heavily involved in our community, and what do you think is the case? Why?
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, community ما چند سال grow the Vancouver افغانای ما زیاد شده، grow شده.
So what are some of the issues that you think that youth face?
اتفاق the community ما کم است, you know, unfortunately. I think from my understanding, a lot of the times when I speak to the Afghan girls, بسیار میترسن. الان خبر نشه از او، الان اون برای تو میگه like او پشت از او گپ میزنه. That's unfortunate that we really like suffer from this gossip syndrome.
Yes, we do actually. Unfortunately, we do have that.
And I think our youth is a little bit scared in some ways and a little bit lost. You know, directionless. They probably some issues, they're scared to go to their parents و دیگه نمیفهمن که در کجا برن. role models و چیزا یک ذره you know شاید زندگیشون لک میکنه. There is, you know, there's a lot of issues in many different communities. In our community, the same as many communities, you know, there's a lot of things که ما as ground up باید کار کنیم, you know, like self-esteem and thinking positive and, you know, helping our kids to cultivate compassion in them and help them to be involved in the community. I think youth ما قدر involved نیستم in community, you know.
I think I'm right on, you know, I agree with you. I just have to say that I love our youth, you know, they're the joy که ما امروزشون نشستیم خیستیم و دیدیم. I love them. They have a good heart. They're open. It's just they don't have the opportunity. Just like you said, they're a bit scared of, you know, acceptance because we don't have such a huge heart and acceptance of these our youth. And if we gave them more acceptance, I think that's the key.
People like you and I, people like our generation can change that, right? You know, we can help our youth to feel more welcome.
Reaching out for each other.
Absolutely. You know, we're always welcoming young girls and boys to come and help us out. We need a lot of help in our event.
What they can learn from that then, if, okay, this is just not to mention like saying, you know, volunteer خوب کار نیست, but I'm saying, yes, volunteering is good, but what you guys have to offer
they
for these
can
kids?
actually learn. I mean, over the years, the things
what
I've
can
learned.
They learn?
Just a lot about teamwork, a lot about organizing an event, what goes into fundraising, you know. administration side of things.
And I think they get in touch with their roots if they come and work there. They get to learn about Afghanistan.
Absolutely. They get in touch with where they're from, with their roots. That's a very beautiful point you brought up, you know. And there's a lot of healing that happens there, you know, when you really get in touch with your...
Acceptance and when you're being accepted and you're being loved by your own people, I think it's empowering.
Yeah,
I would think
and
so.
I think, you know, accepting oneself really, I think men, women, mostly women, we have a lot of
I like
issues.
how you emphasize on mostly women.
We have a lot of issues of accepting ourselves, and you know, I think just really when we really learn to love and accept ourselves, then only acceptance for other people comes in.
Okay, so I think that's a long process. You know, you can't just wake up overnight and boom, you love and accept yourself.
No,
because
it is a long process.
Yes, it's a long process. So let's just say that کسای کلانای ما و خود ما you know we just open up to each other and then hopefully we extend a compassionate and loving care toward each other versus judgment, you know, passing judgment. And the best thing is to do, I think, to open up your heart and realize کل ما هستیم ماجر مسافر. I mean در جنگ و در بسیاری وقت ما در تیر شده وقتی که در اینجا آمدیم حداقل we could just support each other and love and compassion toward each other.
Absolutely, you know, I totally agree about just being open-hearted, being loving and coming from a place of compassion. وقتی که even آدم یک کس را میخواه که یک پوینت یا یک چیز as in feedback برای یک کس بده, you know, give it from love and concern and care, not from a place of look, I'm better than you. I know this, you know. Don't like make them feel inferior, make them feel guilty or make them feel bad, right? Give your feedback from a place of love and concern and care.
And I think we have wonderful, smart kids here in the community that I've come across. They're brilliant, they're ready to take on the world, they're ready
we have some beautiful talent.
We do.
Again, تیکتاش تنها $25 است. ما بسیار خوش میشیم اگه تیکتار شما پیش از پیش برای ایونت بگیرین به خاطر که دور اوقات تیکت نمی داشته باشیم و ما باید پیش از پیش کل نمبرهای خود سوای خود برای حال بتیم و بسیار یک شو همیشه که بینندگان ما آمده بسیار فن داشتن و انترتینمنت بسیار خوب است. قسمی که میفهمین مجده جان میه برای کینوت سپیکر ما و برای یک چند خواندن ها میخوانن و فشن شو فشن شو
شما دست دارین در فشن شو؟
ما دست دارم بله.
Okay, I'll check it out.
سال پیش فشن شو میکردم like thing last year نداشتیم و year پیشتر ماشم دیگه باز بینندگان ما همیشه میخواهی که مو فشن شو رو ببینن. I always get feedback that they want it back, so this year بخیر فشن شو هم است.
Sounds like a great night, so thank you very much for the
اگر که کسان بینندگان ما دخترای بچه ها میخوان که در فشن شو انوالو باشن میتونن که بر ما طریق فیسبوک یک مسیج روان کنن بر خودم یا برای می Beacon of Hope Society فیسبوک ما. I would love to include them. I really need a lot of help in that department, so if you guys would like to volunteer, come on by.
I like how they're ready. Come on by. Casual.
Drop me a line.
I'm sure they would. Okay, thank you so much, Dina John. I think our clock's ticking and I love to continue chit-chatting.
تشکر.
خواهش میکنم.
مریم جان.
خواهش میکنم. تشکر یک جهان, you know, and thank you so much for doing everything you can, and you're doing more than you can for Afghans in Afghanistan.
You guys are doing wonderful work yourself.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and appreciate you coming here. دوستای گرامی, برنامه امروز ما در همینجا به پایین میرسه. تشکر که همراه ما را یاری کردین و همراه ما بودین تا این وقت و تا برنامه بعدی شما را به خداوند پاک میسپاریم.